Hello, everyone. I'm Dr. Deidre. Today, I'm conversing with Maria, a business owner who knows the ins and outs of entrepreneurship, as well as when to ride the wave or stay on land as it relates to business ventures. According to the National Association of Women Business Owners, women owned businesses in the U.S. have grown significantly over the past several decades. In 1972, there were only around 402,000 women owned businesses. That number has grown to over 13 million, generating 1.9 trillion in revenue annually. Welcome, Maria.
Well, hello, how are you?
I am well, Maria, and so glad to have you here. I know your schedule is busy and packed, so I'm so thankful that you took time to meet with me today.
It's been a pleasure, Dr. D. I'm telling you right now, I just want to thank you for even thinking about me.
Of course. All right. So, Maria, what inspired you to start your first business and why did you choose that specific industry?
My first business was called Rion's Design Impression. I actually had a salon. I started that salon when I was 19 years old.
Oh, wow.
And how that came about was I started modeling, just playing around, and somebody says, "Hey, you know what? I think you'll do good in front of a camera." And a young man that was in the neighborhood, he was taking pictures, and he said, "You, I guess you should just." Take this more seriously. So I did. I ended up going to an agency that was about, because I'm a little country girl. We had a little country I lived in the country in a little rural area, but where I had to go was to Hampton, Virginia, which was actually like 40 minutes from where I lived. But I signed up with the agency, and I had hair. I had, natural hair. I didn't have it straightened, and I didn't have, I actually didn't have a relaxer. And I remember the owner. It was a husband and wife, and they were Caucasian. And he said to me, we got to figure out what we're going to do with your hair. Well, I was tender headed. I didn't
Mm.
like my mama doing my hair. So I wasn't gonna let nobody that already said they gotta figure out what you gotta do with my hair, that wasn't gonna happen.
Right,
So
right.
so I was getting ready to go into high school. And at our high school, at Gloucester High School, they have a cosmetology department.
Mm.
And what I decided to do was I said, you know what? Don't talk about it, be about it. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually take the course, learn how to do my hair, do my own makeup, then I don't have to worry about nobody ever asking themselves on what we're going to do with her hair.
Mhm.
So that's how it started. And once I got into the cosmetology department, I had no clue that I had a talent for actually doing hair. And I found myself at home doing my mom's hair, doing the neighbor's hair in the kitchen. And I just grew. It's just like it was just second nature. I mean, I grew very fast through the program. And by the time I graduated, I had my cosmetology license before I even had my diploma. So
Mm.
I was working anyway as a shampoo girl and part time as a stylist as an apprenticeship in a salon. So when I came out, I was ready. I just didn't have the business part,
Okay.
and that's why this conversation is really wonderful to for anybody to just listen to the beginnings. Your humble beginnings sets your foundation. You might not have everything that you need, because I didn't. I didn't know how to run a salon. I didn't know anything about a business, but I had a talent.
Mm.
And I worked into that through experience. And I'm not taking anything away from somebody to go to college, because I had the opportunity. I just chose to be an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
But experience is totally different than learning in a book. And I can't say that 1,000 times more than what I just said, because I learned what I learned in school, but they did not prepare me for the business world. And I had to learn that. But the way I learned it, by being from a small town, it allowed me to grow into it. So by the time I was 19, I was ready to have my own salon, because I already knew my do's and my don'ts and what I wanted for as a business. But learning the financial piece and learning how to run the business, that was a different thing.
Oh, wow. Wow. What a journey and a testimony. Thank you for sharing that, Maria. So let me ask you, currently, what type of businesses do you own?
Ooh, okay. To keep it simple, we're gonna say I own Arias O'Shea. Okay, so let me back up some. So after I did hair for 25 years, I ended up
Wow.
moving in my hometown. I had a salon there for 18 years. And then I left Virginia and I moved to Philadelphia and I opened up a kids salon.
Oh, wow.
I just did kids hair because I was done. I was burned out. I was like, I don't do no more hair. I don't I don't do nobody hair. But I come from a large family. I am the baby of 11.
Wow.
My mom had 9 and my dad had 2.
Okay.
And yeah, exactly. And I come from a large family. So to open a kids salon was just like in my wheelhouse. Myself, I have 4 children and I just love children. I always said if I met the right man when I was younger with the big overalls and the pitchfork, we would have had a whole bunch of kids. I never met them. But
Okay.
anyway, but I have 4 beautiful children and many grandchildren. But with that being said, I I had the salon and then I ended up going to Philadelphia and opened a kids salon. And from the kids salon, I created a product inside the salon for the kids' hair. And it's just a testimony on top of testimony.
Mm.
Created for the kids' hair because everybody in Philly was talking about it being natural. You know, we do everything
Right.
here natural. This is in 2007. And I was like, they don't know what natural is. I'm from Virginia. Natural is you walk out to your garden, you get your cucumber, your tomato, and your lettuce, and you make a salad. That's
Mm.
natural.
Yes.
But, so that's a whole joke by itself. But I made this product called Arias O'Shea, which is all natural body butter. So that's my first business. And that's my baby. That is what I do full time, all day, every day. And the product I got in the Whole Foods
Oh, wow.
in 2010. And I went from one store to 5 to 10 to 15 to 23. And I was in Whole Foods for 7 years with my product, Arias O'Shea. And throughout the years, I've made other products as well to complement just the body butter because my hair was this short and now I'm about 3 inches from sitting on my hair.
Oh,
Um, so the product works and that's why I continue to sell it. And so that's that business. But then I transitioned over to another business, and that is so unbelievable. And it's the pets business, and it's called Fresh Mink Pets. I
okay.
created a product, a pet deodorizer, and it did so well. I got picked up by Chewy in 2021, 2022, and I made history. First African American to have a national pet line because I was on Chewy.com.
Yay.
We had like I think it was at that time, 300 million subscribers. Well, I don't know if it's subscribers, but they have viewership and the largest platform. And that's how I ended up making history with that. And that has taken off. And now has evolved into I have a pet magazine. I do a pet expo every year. This year will be my 3rd year. I have a nonprofit. It's called Fresh Mink Pets Education. I will have a pet podcast this coming fall. It's called Oh Just Pets. Me and the veterinarian that's on my team, her name is Dr. Andrea Dunnings. She will be on the show with me. And as a pet parent, I'll be talking about my pets, and she'll be talking about the whole all the information about pets and how to take care of your pet and all that those medical
Mhm.
terms that I don't know anything about because I'm a brand new pet owner. I created a product for my grand dog. I didn't have a product. I didn't have a pet. And I created and I sent it to my daughter in Virginia and she loved it. And that's how I started. I didn't even have a pet. I didn't have
Oh,
a pet for two
wow.
and a half years. I just got a pet in September of last year. I was doing a dog show and this lady walked up to my table. And when she walked up, I was showing my product and I had a little stuffed animal and I sprayed the product. Smell this. You like the way this smells? She said, oh, that smells great. So she says, what kind of pet do you have? And my publicist was like, look, just say that you love all pets. Just you love a pet because you don't have no pet. Okay, that's all right. I said, well, I love, before I could say, she says, you don't have a pet. I said, no, but she says, no, you don't have a pet. There's nothing you can tell me about no pets. And she turned around and walked away. Egg all over the face. And I'm sitting there looking like, so my friend was like, look, he heard the story and he didn't say anything. And then I did the Portia show on Fox in Atlanta. And that evening, he called and said, we get ready to have a baby.
Okay.
Okay, we're not going to go with all of what I said. And then he came in the house and he had this little small, tiny little black thing. And I was like, what is that? And it was a dog. He had got me a dog, this old Yorkie mix with Pomeranian. And he was just, oh my God. Now his name is Music. And now he's a beast because he does not want anybody to touch him other than me and him. That's it. And he don't like humans. He like other dogs, but he don't like humans. So
Wow.
he's gonna bark at you and he will bite you. So we have to. So I'm like, okay, you bought me a pet, but I can't even take him out nowhere. So God blessed me this past July. I was blessed. Yeah, the end of July, I was blessed with a real cute little red miniature poodle, and
Oh,
his name is
wow.
Score. So I have a Music and I have a Score, Score like the sheet
Yes.
of music. Okay.
Yes.
So, and he has to be chipped because he is too friendly. He see anybody, he just run up to anybody. But he is, you can smell him. He smells just like Fresh Mink Pets. He is a perfect, perfect, perfect poster child for my product.
Okay.
Music is
Now, is
true.
he the one that's on the label?
No, no,
Oh,
no,
okay.
no, 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 no. I didn't have him. I just got scored this past, like I said, about what, 3 weeks ago? I just got
Okay.
scored. Yeah, but it is a red dog that's on the label. Yes.
I love it. Music and Score.
Music and Score. Yes, I have to send you pictures of them.
Yes.
But yes, so they have made me true pet parents. So to answer your question, between the two, those are the main businesses, and everything falls under those two businesses.
All right. I love it. I love it. So the theme ride the wave or stay on land is a theme that you have used to describe business. What does that mean to you?
That means, okay, as an entrepreneur, you have choices, and you can either stay on land and be content. You got it down packed. You got a 9 to 5 job. You got a little side hustle. Or if you're an entrepreneur, you good where you are. Things are just, I don't want to do anything. This is where I want to be for the rest of my life. This is it. But when you ride the wave, that means you are going through the whole entrepreneur experience of enjoying everything, all the aspects, the ups, the downs, the uncertain, because in reality, that is a true entrepreneur. And you have to take the good with the bad. And a lot of times you're like, oh my God, I don't see any money. I don't see anything happening. But I know in my heart, and it depends on what you believe. I'm a true Christian. I believe in my heart that God put me on this journey and I'm riding this journey. So when I ride the wave, I'm riding the wave all the way. I don't stick my toe in to figure out if it's cold or is the water warm. I don't do that. If I'm gonna ride the wave, I'm gonna ride the wave all the way until it's over, till it's done. I don't believe in final. I never believed in that. I believe when you do something final, it's done. It's over. It's just like, you finally, when you pass, you're deceased. But I do believe in detours because my book, matter of fact, my first book is called Detours. Don't give me direction. You don't know where you're going. And I'm a firm believer that I believe that I made a lot of detours through life. I never failed at anything. I just continue. I stopped here and then I just continued it with something else. Because it's like, you've done this, you've done that. but that's just a choice. I didn't
Mhm.
have to. I just choose. I wanted some excitement. So that's
All
it.
right. I love it. Now, what was your biggest wave, the one that truly tested your skills as a business owner?
Um, this whole pet line. I,
Okay.
I don't I didn't when I say this came out of the blue, I don't even know if it was a blue. It just out of nowhere. Um I didn't own a pet. I didn't even know enough about a pet to even I just knew that the products that I made was natural.
Right.
And that was a beautiful thing. So I can't go wrong with that. I just had to research some things and make sure the certain scents and stuff I put in my product wasn't going to be, hurt the pets. But I want to say the pet line that really just I had the hair down pat. I mean, you can ask me about a Rizzo shade all day long. I could be asleep and I could still be answering the questions. This pet, no, I have to be aware. I have to be focused, and yeah, I'm still studying it. I'm still learning it, and then the way it took off, it's just amazing. It started in 2021, 22, 23, and now it's on a whole different level. The beauty industry, it didn't happen that way for me in the beauty industry, even though I was in Whole Foods,
Mhm.
but I didn't have all these things with that's attached to Freshman Pets with like Rizzo Shea. Rizzo Shea was the beauty product, the body butter. It worked. Everybody loved it, and that was it. Freshman Pets is totally different.
Got you. All right, Maria, can you share a time when you chose to stay on land instead of taking a risk and how that decision affected your business?
Yes, I choose to stay on land when I make decisions. Like, okay, it's fun to ride the wave and all that good stuff. Yes, that's a true entrepreneur. But when you need to focus, you got to go to the land. You just got to do a timeout, whether it's 30 minutes a day, once a week, once a month. You can't ride the wave forever because you can't live on the wave forever. But you can't stand on the land and you got to ride the wave sometimes. You got to have a balance,
Yes.
if I'm making any sense to you.
Yes.
And that's why I said I ride the wave or stay on land. So when it come down to moving yourself and your business forward, you need to go to the land so you can learn the land or what's it said, the law of the land. You need to learn everything you need to know about your business because remember, everything is still evolving
Mhm.
every day. Every day, I said something that's amazing. Like, oh, who thought about that? But if you give yourself time, you might have thought about that.
Right. Oh, I love it. Now, what key strategies have you implemented to ensure your business remains competitive in an ever-changing market?
Well, that goes back to what I just said. I ride the wave. I go out and I see what's going on. And that's another thing too. People don't never want to learn. I travel nationally, internationally, I always have my passport. You got to get out and see what's going on to get an understanding of your business and your industry, period. I mean, I'm still learning this pet industry. The beauty industry, because I did so much in it, um, it's still evolving, especially with you looking at people coming out of transition from relaxers to now it's more natural.
Mhm.
Um, the whole the weave game that I knew back in the day was you sew it in, you glue it in. Now you got pieces, frontal pieces, things that look so natural you can't tell the difference between the two. It's just amazing. But if you in the industry, you should be aware of all of that because when I was in the industry, I was aware of everything that was going on. From a roller set, which people don't even do that anymore, to the jury curl, which they're trying to bring that back and call it something else. But to like I said, you just don't know who's real and what's not real.
Right.
And then people say, "Oh, this is real," and like, okay, it's real, but it's a whole piece up here that's not. You see what I'm saying? So you you got to stay in the know.
Right, right. Now, let me ask you, Maria, how do you keep your team motivated and engaged, especially during challenging times?
Well, this is how we do it.
Okay.
If there's challenging times, there's always going to be a challenging time. But what you do is you take the good with the bad and you outweigh the circumstances. And that's the only way you can do that. And to give you an example, if we didn't meet a quota for this month, do you just, oh, I guess we'll do it better next month? No, you ride the wave. You figure out another way. You take your high. How did you get to your high to go back to your? You still got to strategize,
Mhm.
and that's what we talk about. I mean, I have people that sell my product and they're like, well, I want to sell more product. Okay, well, how can we do that? So that's how we do. We you have to talk it out, and you have to have a team. That's another thing too. A lot of people want to be a multi-millionaire. They want to be successful. I'm here to tell you, there's no success in I, and there's no I in team either. I mean, without it, what how that says no, it's I in how does it go, Dr. D?
There's
There's no I
there's
in
no I in team, and I get it. There's
team.
no I in success.
That's
You do need to surround yourself with good people.
right. Yes, you do. And that's important because I learned, when I was started out in Whole Foods and I was making my product, I had to make my product 3 years at home because I couldn't find a manufacturer. But not only did I couldn't find a manufacturer, I didn't have the money for the manufacturer.
Mhm.
So I had to do what I had to do, but I got into the other stores. So you have to make yourself attractive enough so people want to be a part of the team. You can't just go out and say, well, you want to be a part of my team. What you doing? No, nobody wants to be. You gotta keep your team boost too. You gotta keep the morale up. You gotta hype them up too. You gotta be the hype man. When you're an entrepreneur, you gotta be everything. All the way around, not 180, 360. You gotta do it all the time. And a lot of people fail to realize that. And I see it when I go places and when I'm vending and people are sitting at the table and you just walk past their table. They got stuff on the table, like the stuff is going to just jump up and say, hey, no, you have to get out there and you guys say, hey,
Yeah.
hi, I am Maria and this is what I'm selling. And I would like for you to take a part of what I'm doing. And da da da. Some people just think it's going to just jump off the table and it's going to make them sales. Then
Right.
you need to stay at home and be behind the camera or in front of the camera, whatever you want to do, and let the product sell that way. Because that's not how that does. Got to build your team up. You got to point them in the direction you want them to go, and that way, that will keep them motivated, and you guys can resolve and solve anything.
I love it. I love it. So you've answered a couple of questions that I had. Definitely about the advice for entrepreneurs, also what it takes to succeed. And you just kind of map that out for them. You got to be busy. You got to be energetic. You got to let people know about your product. So I
Mhm.
love that. All right. So sticking with your theme of riding the wave or staying on land, how would you describe your business journey in weather terms?
My weather terms would be sunny. I am
Okay.
just a high be radiant. When you ask me about my business, you see this smile? This is it.
Yes.
This is
Yes.
it. You would never catch me if you ask me about a Rizzo Shea or fresh meat pads. This is it.
I love it.
You're not gonna get, well, this is what I do. No, if you're not proud of what you do, then you need to do something else. You
Mhm.
need to find something else because that's not it. You should be involved, or even if it's not your business, anything you're involved with, if you can't be enthusiastic about it, that is not for you. If you're not feeling it, because I can't sell it. You can't sell it, and I'm not buying it. If you don't come to me, as they say, bring it. If you're not bringing it, I don't want it. Keep it because it's not doing anything for you. It's just I have people come to me all the time, girl. You know, MLMs, they come to me all the time. Girl, listen, I need for you to be on a team. Can you sell this Tupperware? Can you sell this? No, I don't use Tupperware. So how am I gonna sell something I don't use?
Right.
Okay. Um, and by the same token, I have to find team members that use my first of all, you gotta use my product. If you
Mhm.
don't use my product, don't approach me and say you want to sell my product. If
Right.
you've never, and that's that right there doesn't make any sense. Why would you want to sell something you don't use or you don't have faith in?
Right.
People get so lost in trying, they're running or chasing behind the money. Stop chasing behind the money. If you do the right thing, the passion is there. I promise you, it'll come to you. I
Yes, it
promise you.
will.
I'm a witness.
Yes, yes, yes. So, have you ever had a business idea that was a total wipeout?
I was trying to think about that.
Okay.
And you know what? I have been blessed. I do not have a business that has been a wipeout. Idea might have came and I never pursued it.
Okay.
But not a wipeout. Everything that I've done has connected and has rolled over into something else. It's a connection. Fresh Mink Pets started out as a pet product. Now I have a pet magazine, Fresh Pets magazine. Then I do an expo every year. Um, and it's dogs, cats, it's just animals. 75,000 square feet at the Georgia International Convention Center.
Wow.
Now I'm getting ready to I have a nonprofit, Fresh Mink Pets Education. That's my nonprofit. It's a 501c3. And this fall I will be having my Old Just Pets podcast. I've just added to every just I keep it all in the arena. And I also tell people this too. I learned this the hard way. When I had my salon in Virginia, I started at 19, my first salon. I ended up selling, I got married. No, I started teaching when I was 27, opened my own school. I had my own cosmetology barbering school in 2000, 2004. But in between that, I did real estate. I bought real estate. I had properties, houses in different places. Then I did Mary Kay. I just had so much going on. And I remember someone saying to me, you can be a jack of all trades and master of none. Well, I wasn't trying to hear that. I was making money from all of them. So what are you talking about? But once I sat down, as I got older and mature, and once I sat down, I realized I says, there is a thing to that. And the thing is, because they weren't related, every every business, every adventure I was doing was pulling. I could never get anything, a full grip on nothing, because I was a director for Mary Kay. I did that in 6 months. I had my own school. I had my own school and salon. Then I was a wife. Then I was a mother. You know what I'm saying? And all those things was only getting a little bit. It couldn't be a whole bunch. It was just getting a little bit. So now when I focus on, like I said, all those things with Fresh Mink Pets, it's all in the same arena. They all complement each other, all of them. And with the Riz O'Shea, same thing. I do a Riz O'Shea. I have all my products for Riz O'Shea, and I just focus on that. That's the body butter, the shampoo and conditioner, my fragrance, my soaps. It's all in that arena, and I keep it like that. But I had to learn that. So I know a lot of times people tell us things and we don't want to listen. I understand. I get it. But if it's really meant for you to hear, I promise it'll come back to you years from now. It could be months from now. It could be the following week from now. But once you learn to listen to somebody who has been there and done that, yeah, you say, that's not me. It makes sense when you put in a situation where you got to sit down and focus and know exactly what you want.
I love that, especially the reflection piece, because as business owners or even aspiring business owners, you have to have reflection. So the fact that you said you narrowed your focus, you went back and now you're connecting everything. I love that. Great advice. So let me ask you this. In your business journey, what's the biggest shark you've had to deal with?
I saw that too. The biggest shark, I don't know if I ever had to deal with the biggest shark, but I think for me in the business world, it's probably and I don't use this word lightly because I never look at people as my competitors.
Right.
The way I think is I don't have any competitors. And they say everybody got a competitor. I said, but I compete against myself.
Mhm.
I don't compete against what somebody else is doing, and I don't chase after shiny objects. I've never been that person. So I don't care what the Jones and the Jacksons are doing. I just stay focused on what I'm doing. And the result of it, I've done very well with that. Long as I continue to make sure that what I'm doing is the best that I can do and give it my 100%. I don't have time to look around to see if they're doing something more flashier or a different color, or I don't focus on that. So my biggest shark will probably, if I had to do the biggest shark, it would be competition. And I really rarely look at competition. I just stay focused on what I'm doing.
Love it. All right. Now, if you could have any famous business partner, who would it be and why?
Oh, that is so easy. That is so easy. I don't know if anybody's been to my Facebook pages, on my especially on my Facebook page. I have a picture of me and Shaquille O'Neal.
Oh, wow.
Yes,
Okay.
I met Shaq back in 2012, 13 in New Jersey. I was living in Philly at the time,
Okay.
and he came, and he was just a cool guy. I mean, I got a chance to talk to him for a few minutes, and he called me out the crowd. He says, "Who is this lady over there standing looking like a model? Come up on the stage." And he pulled me, and I had a publicist at that time, and I never got his information because publicists are real secret with the information. And she tried to make some connections, and it didn't happen. And then we went our ways, and I never got back with her on that. But he's all around me, especially when I'm in Atlanta. He's because he does a lot of things in Atlanta.
Okay.
And but we're gonna cross paths again. I'm a firm believer, but yes, that will be the person, real down to earth. If he knew what I was doing, he would definitely be interested. I mean, I gave him at that time, I didn't have anything like I have now, but he would just, Maria, he'll be that dude. Maria, what you want to do? I'll back you 100%. He would be him if I, just get in front of him. It's just, I believe in what's going to happen is going to happen. I
Mhm.
don't want to chase after anybody. I just believe, I put it on the atmosphere, Shaq, me and you're going to see each other again soon. And I believe in that. And it's going to happen. So yes, that's a great question. But yes.
All right. Shaquille O'Neal. You
Yes.
heard it here. All right. Now, Maria, do you have any unusual or funny business or deals that you can share with us?
Well, I just had something crazy happen that went viral on TikTok. I posted. I was
Okay.
outside doing a video, and I was just, it was like my fourth or fifth take. I was talking about hair, um, being natural, because I'm actually doing a challenge, and it's gonna be I'm doing a 2-year sabbatical on not blow drying and straightening my hair. So I was just in front of the camera, and I'm talking, I'm showing my hair, and I'm a girl, I was in it. I was on my fifth take, so I was getting it. And the reason I moved the camera and the tripod underneath the tree is because the sun was coming out. And I was just getting it in, girl. And the next thing I heard someone go, I was like, you gotta see the video. Oh my God. Oh my God. It is so hilarious. It's got like, like 14,000 views or something. It's crazy. It is so funny, girl. I was running with the tripod and didn't realize that the camera was still recording me.
Oh,
So it recorded me when I fell because I was trying to run. So
wow.
yes, it's out there. It's public now. So I'm planning on sending it to America's Funniest Videos of Home. It's funny. It is hilarious.
Well,
I know
I'm gonna ask you to share your social media. So if anyone wants to see this hilarious video that has gone viral,
it has. It
yeah,
is on TikTok, Arias O'Shea. I don't know if we have it on YouTube. It's TikTok, Arias O'Shea, and
okay.
it's I know it's on my Facebook page, Arias Maria Lee or Maria Lee Driver. But yes, it's on TikTok. It is hilarious, girl. Oh my God. I didn't even realize they recorded all that. That's why it's so funny because once I stopped it, I said, well, let me see how much did I was looking at my other shots. I said, well, let me see how much did it record. And I look, I said, oh my God, I fallen and everything. Yes. So yes, that's brand new, fresh off the top of my, you heard it here first.
All right, all right. Well, maybe I'll put the link in the comments as well. So if anyone wants to go to it, they can get it right there. So I love it. All right. So because you're so busy and now we know that you're running, what would you rather have? Would you rather have an office with an ocean view or an unlimited supply of coffee?
Oh no, the ocean view, office with
Okay.
the ocean view. I don't drink coffee, girl. I drink coffee. I'll be running to Tampa.
Okay.
I'm too hype. I can't do caffeine. No.
Okay. So
No,
we'll
that's not
give you the ocean view. And now, last question here. If your current business had a theme song, what would it be?
who let the dogs out? Ooh, 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 who let the dogs?
I love it. I love it. I love it, Maria. All right. Fresh meat pet. I
Mhm.
got it. Now, where can we follow you, Maria?
You can follow me on Instagram, Freshman Pets.
Okay.
You can follow me on Threads. I think Threads I'm on Ariz O'Shea. It might be Freshman Pets too, but Ariz O'Shea. Definitely on X, Freshman Pets and Ariz O'Shea. Of course, Facebook, Freshman Pets, Ariz O'Shea. YouTube, Freshman Pets, Ariz. I mean, I have all the social platforms. There's so many of them. It's hard to keep up with everything. But yes, yeah,
Well,
it's easy to find me. And like I said, you just Google Freshman Pets and you'll see my whole story. Or you can go to my website, freshmanpets.com or rizoshay.com.
all right. So, such a wonderful conversation with you, a lot of advice. And I just thank you for taking the time because I know you are super busy and we'll look for you. And definitely, when I become a pet parent again, I know that my pet will have fresh mink pets. So, well,
Yes.
thank you. Thank you.
You're so welcome. Thank you for having me.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Remember, self love is sexy. Be selfish in your love for self and selfless in your love for others. If you enjoyed this video, like it. If you found it useful and want to see more, subscribe. If it pertains to someone you know, share it. And if you have an opinion, leave a comment. A conscious heart will do all four. Thank you.